Today I wanted to do this flip off my roof, but then I realized I don't know how I'm gonna get to the top of my roof to do the flip. So I found a ladder, but after examining all angles, it was not possible. So I used a different ladder, but once again from all angles, it was not possible. So I searched my yard for something I could build like a tower out of, but sadly, nothing in my yard was right for this very thing. Then I went around the other side of my house and there was an oven and it looked perfect. There was also a neat stack of these and I just threw them. So then I got a dolly so I can move it, and there was this log and it was really annoying. I threw it out of the way and then I went to pick up the oven with the dolly and then the log was just there again. It's like a glitched reality. So this time I kindly picked it up and put it to the side, patted it, loaded it up so we can take it back to the roof. Once there, I stood on it and I tested to see if it was sturdy and if it was the right height and if I could do it. And unlike the ladders, this seemed really good, but it was too low. I had to make it higher. So I went inside to think about it, and then I remembered when I was looking in my yard to find something to jump off, there was those logs. Those are perfect. So I went and I got them and brought them to where the oven was. It was a lot of work, but the next part was even harder. So I had to put these 4 logs under the oven. But after the third one, it just kept wobbling and I couldn't get the 4th one under. And then I realized I could open it up and it totally stabilized it. I was so happy. After that, I quickly got the 4th one under and I was ready for the next step. So then I climbed up and I checked to see if it was sturdy and stable. And it was. That made me really excited because we've come a long way, but we still have a little bit to go. After that, I had to take a break because I was drenched in sweat. Despite changing my outfit and taking off my shirt, I was so sweaty. And that's because it was over 100 degrees. And climbing. Didn't help that the oven was black metal. So next, to really test the stability of the oven on top of those 4 logs, I decided to do a flip off of it. And here it is. It went well, but my shirt fell off my head in the process and I didn't really know what happened. Next, I had to build a crash mat so that I could be totally safe when I'm trying this. And I went to the yard and I grabbed some mattresses and stacked them up. Next, I had to go inside and fill up a cup of cold water and then even put ice cubes in it so that it could get even colder. Because guys, my roof was boiling hot. The temperature had risen to almost 110 degrees. And so I climbed up there and I felt it and it was hot. So then I felt it again just for fun and it was really hot. So I grabbed my ice cold water and I started to pour it all over the roof there. And it kind of made a waterfall off the side of the roof, which I thought was pretty cool. Check it out, guys. Isn't that cool? So I felt it again, and it was nice and cool, but not cool enough. So I poured more on there so that it could be really cool. So I didn't have to worry about that at all. And I watched the waterfall again, and it was even better the second time. And so I zoomed in so that we could watch it together. Then I tested it one more time, and it was perfect. Everything was in place, and I was now ready to try. I wanted to get my confidence up. And so I went to my back a couple times just to picture what it would be like going for it. And then I checked the temperature and it was going up still, guys. It was so hot. So I wanted to get this done as quick as I could. But the first one is always such a mental battle. So guys, I sat there and I kept mentally picturing myself doing it. I got psyched up. I got ready. And then this happened. Yes! Ah! As you can probably tell, I was really happy. So now it was time to get some more cool angles and do it a few more times before we call it a day. That was the story about how this turned into this. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm so glad you stopped by to my channel. Please consider liking and subscribing and hanging around for more. Yes! I just like to train, and I hope that motivates you to train. So guys, what story will you write? Have a wonderful day.
Is it a pick or not?
There we go. Maybe it's not a little guy. Maybe that's a sweetie pie. Oh! Oh, he's right there. He's got the peanut. He's got the peanut. Whoa! I see another monkey. No, those are human babies.